What's up everyone? In today's video we'll be discussing the overhead, aerial or scope, however you want to call it. And I'll explain to you how it can be useful and how it works. So let's go. So why would you want to use it, the aerial? It's mainly useful for skipping the attackers. If you have a free hit on top of your own circle, it can be really useful to skip the opponent's attacking front and pass it to someone. Or when you can't pass it to someone straight, but you can pass it to someone using passing the ball through the air. So there are ways that the aerial could be really useful. But now, how do we do it? Well, I'm not the greatest at it, but I don't mind explaining it to you. It's just a push, but now you push it into the air. And what's really important is, as you can see, this. Normally you would do this with your hands apart, but now I want you to use your left hand at the top of your stick to touch your right arm, and then you go stand with the ball around at the height of your left foot. Then you lean back, creating this angle that I have here, and then you make sure you flick it high and you transfer the weight from your right foot to your left, and then you extend and then you can scoop. So if I can show you properly, I can do around my left foot and then it goes high. So that's the way how you use an aerial. They can be really useful in games when you take the ball quickly, especially when defenders aren't focused enough aren't fast enough to react to the free hit. So that's a great way to use it. And yeah, that's one way to pass. It can be really useful, but it's quite hard to receive sometimes, especially if it's on the run. So watch out with that, because you can waste a lot of free balls with it. So especially when you throw them through an aerial to your attackers, make sure that your attackers can receive them really well, otherwise it won't work. And as you can see, my stick has a mid bow, so it's quite difficult to do them with my bow. If you're a defender and you want to use it, I would really recommend you use a low bow or an extreme low bow, because the bow of the stick is lower, so it's easier to get under the ball and get maximum power into the air. So yeah, that's my advice if you want to use an aerial. Be careful with them, because sometimes if you don't do them correctly, they can fly off the field. So practice them really well. And yeah, I hope you find it useful, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.